Hey guys, welcome in. It's Super Bowl Sunday. I don't know about y'all, but I am so geeked about that game. It was a great game. Oh my goodness. I got my little Bronco. I gotta show you I got the Broncos gear on tonight. So even though we weren't in it, I'm always gonna rock with my Denver Broncos. So in honor of it being Super Bowl Sunday. Well, it doesn't matter. I'll wear it any day. But anyway, so welcome in, you guys. It's Super Bowl Sunday, so I am not going to be on here long. I know everybody's had probably some libations, maybe a little bit too much food, so we won't linger. What's going on, Gregory? But I had to come on here because a couple things. Number one, we're doing 30 books in 30 weeks, and this week we've been talking about boundaries, and this is so appropriate. I heard it during the game, and I had to come on here. I had to share with you guys. So as you guys come in, make sure you share this out. It's going to be exciting. Well, it's going to be short for one thing. It's going to be really brief. But the other thing is I done lost my train of thought. Like, I'm so serious, you guys. I'm so excited. I haven't watched football in weeks. I'm about to get on. I'm really going to get on topic, I promise you. But it is Super Bowl Sunday. I am a huge football fan. Although I'm not an Eagles fan, I'm an anti-Patriots. So today I was an honorary Eagles fan, and it felt amazing for them to win. And it felt even more amazing that they beat the Patriots. So yay, go Eagles, fly high. I think that's what y'all say in Philly, fly high Eagles. Yes, so 30 books in 30 weeks. This week, we're in week 5. We have been talking about boundaries all week long. As you guys come in, share the video out, share the live stream out. And for those of you who may not already know who I am, what's going on, Mark? For those of you who may not already know who I am, I'm Marcy Batiste. Hello. Public speaker, author, and success and recovery trainer. So I just get so excited about a few things. Number one, obviously football. Number two is helping women shine. That's so amazing to me. Almost as amazing as this, wins. Like, I love winning. I love watching people win. I love seeing people win. I love especially seeing women win. I love seeing women shine. I love working with them to help them discover and embrace their star power. And it feels this good. It really feels this good when you see somebody that has really put in their all and worked for it and blood, sweat, and tears, and then you see it come to fruition. You see the dreams being made. So for them to bring home like a Super Bowl for the very first time to their city, that has to be an amazing feeling. And I know for a fact, as I work with women during recovery and transformations, that is that same kind of amazing feeling. It's that once in a lifetime, you only get one time to change your life type of a feeling. So in addition to being a trainer and an author and a speaker, I have a company called Bankable Success Advisors, which is a leading recovery solutions provider. And I work with businesses and individuals to help them optimize their time, energy, and emotional investments so that they can yield the returns that they're looking for in the least amount of time. I can't even hardly talk tonight, you guys. I'm so excited. So this is what I wanted to share with you guys. So we're wrapping up our discussion about boundaries, and we've been reading from this book all week, and I've been sharing with you all from this book all week long about the importance of boundaries. And on my live stream yesterday, I shared with you that if we honored our personal boundaries and took them as seriously as the NFL takes their standard operating procedures, operating within their boundaries, the sidelines, the boundaries, all that kind of stuff, how much different our lives would be. Like if we had a playbook truly for our lives and that we followed it to a T, we were strategic about mapping it out when reviewing film and checking where we went wrong, how could we have done things different, how could we have done things better, how much different the results in our lives would be, right? So that's what I was sharing yesterday. So I challenged everyone on that live stream. I challenged everyone then today when they watch the game to think about boundaries. And I was so tickled because I think there was 52 seconds left in the game. And y'all know how the game was. So it was super close, down to the wire. Patriots are trying to pull it out. And I heard the announcer say, he's got to protect the boundaries. And y'all about lost it because I was just like, yes, that's what I've been talking about. That's how important boundaries are. It's the difference between winning and losing. It's the difference between seeing your dreams come true and seeing everything come crashing down. Protect the boundaries. So it was exciting when I heard the announcer, like that was the exact analogy that they gave, and it footed right back into the message that I've been sharing all week long about how important protecting our boundaries, how important establishing boundaries is. And then once you've established them, you have to defend them. You have to protect them. You have to. And it doesn't matter in what area you're focusing on. It doesn't matter if we're talking about life. It doesn't matter if we're talking about business. And in this case, we were talking about football. Protect the boundaries. You have to know when somebody is out of line. You have to know when somebody is committing a foul. You have to know what your standard operating procedures are. You have to know what your playbook says. You have to be willing to go back and review those calls. You have to be willing to make corrections midstream. You have to protect the boundaries. 52 seconds, they're trying to pull it out, and that's the announcer's assessment. You have to protect the boundaries. It's just that simple. And it's just that simple with life. It's hey Dan, hey Anthony. It's just that simple with life. It's that simple in business. It's, it is the one thing that you can do in every instance. When we're talking about trauma recovery, we're talking about healing, we're talking about resiliency, we're talking about the comebacks, we're talking about going for that win, we're talking about changing our lives, we're talking about transformation. The one most important thing you have to do is to be clear and set very, very clear boundaries. You have to let people know how to be in relationship with you. You have to let people know where the line is. You have to be willing to say, guess what? That's a foul. We don't call fouls in lives, but we call fouls on football field. How many people was like, when they was trying to, they were doing the replay on those touchdown plays for the Eagles. How many people were like, no, that's not a touchdown. That's not a touchdown. We spent how many times? An entire nation, you guys, rewatching the same play over and over and over. We're discussing it. We're talking about it. We're tweeting about it. We're Facebooking about it. What did it come down to? Protecting the boundaries. What did it come down to? It came down to being able to say, what's a touchdown? When do you score? When do you lose? When do you start over? And then, all those, the trick plays and everything that they were trying, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. In football, if it doesn't work, you try again, you try something different. But in life, if it doesn't work, we get hung up, we get stuck, and we're just like, I don't know what to do. Use your boundaries. Use your playbook. If you don't have a playbook, create one. If you don't have boundaries, I suggest you create some, because that truly is the difference between winning and losing in life, relationships, business. Every single interaction that you have to let people know how to be in relation with you. So that's what I wanted to share, you guys. I'm gonna get back to watching some more of the highlights and that sort of thing. And I'm just enjoying the moment. I enjoy seeing the win. I enjoy seeing the celebrations. That's how it feels for as a coach and as a trainer, when you're working with an individual, you're working with a group of individuals, and they get it. Like the light bulb comes on, they're excited, you're excited for them, you're excited for them to share their experiences. And so this for me was like, it just really resonated for me. So the only other time, I think the only thing that would make me feel better was if it was the Broncos winning. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that would have made this any better. It truly was. It was a great game, great skill. I don't think the referees did as bad as we thought they would. So it's all good. But at the end of the day, you guys, the whole point of this whole week and this personal development study on boundaries is to talk truly about and honestly about how important it is to establish and defend the boundaries that we have in our lives. So next week, tomorrow night, we'll announce the next book, and then we'll invest the next whole week talking about the next subject matter. And I haven't quite decided what book I'm going to use yet. I have 2 or 3 in mind, so I'm going to make that selection tonight or tomorrow morning, and then we'll begin tomorrow with a whole new segment. We're heading into week 6 of 30 Books in 30 Weeks personal development reading series. If you guys are interested in getting the reading list, if you're interested in reading along, otherwise you can just join me here and I'll share all the ahas and the excitement with you guys, and you'll get all the yummy takeaways, and the only one who gets more than that are my coaching clients, and then they get the deep dives and they get to see the inside out of it. But yeah, 52 seconds. If you don't remember it, you didn't see it, push that rewind on your box. 52 seconds left in the game. The announcer said about Tom Brady, he said, he's got to protect the boundaries. And I'm going to leave y'all with that. In the meantime and in between time, guys, as always, I love you, I appreciate it, and I thank you. And thanks for living life on Mars. But I'm out. Good night.